What's up? Big D here, and now it is time to do an actual review on this channel. It's been so long since I've actually done a review per se, but it is time to do one in a more proper fashion, I believe. So, with that in mind, we will actually get started with something I've been meaning to do a review on for quite some time. It was a recommendation from the past, and I finally get to do something, and this has been an on and off project for ever. I know it may not seem like much, but given the schedule on how long it takes just so you can get on your computer. To all of you enthusiastic pinball players out there, do you ever wonder yourself, man, I wish I had a good multiplayer pinball game to play? Well, ladies and gents, may I introduce to you Kabounce, a fast-paced multiplayer game that combines pinball with esports. Now, I know some people would say, why? Why do you need this? And to those, I would ask, why not? Have you seen the other esports games that are out there? Games like Overwatch, Hearthstone, and Rocket League. These games are huge. Everyone has heard of them. In the same way as everyone heard about Fallout 76 and Anthem. It's expected for games like these to become massive hits, or massive flops. But today we aren't talking about those games, thankfully. Instead, we got Kabounce on the mind, and how good it actually is. Let's get started. I think the first thing we need to go over is, what is Kabounce? Well, take it like this. Imagine if you took Rocket League, Splatoon, Tron, PvP, and pinball, toss them into a high-tech fusion machine, and with a lot of love and care, you'd get Kabounce. Kabounce was created by Stitchheads Entertainment in 2018, and is available on PC and PlayStation 4. For this review, I'll be using my trusty PC with an Xbox controller. I would normally use a mouse and keyboard, but for this review, I'll be using a controller. Also, the game recommends a controller as well. The first thing that happens when you start up the game for the first time is you'll be introduced to the tutorial. Simply, it's all the basics, how to move, how to jump, what your objective is, and how to beat a match. I like the fact they give me a quick walkthrough on how to play, unlike some games. Okay, so I have a pickaxe here, and I'm supposed to, what, do I just mine at stuff? I mean, why were there 100 people that just dropped out of the air? Oh, hello. Yes! Yes! I did it! I did it! I did it! I am victor! Why are you... Or maybe I'm just an idiot. Oh well. Once you got through the tutorial, you're then greeted with the main focus of the game, playing and winning. The game's main mode is actually really enjoyable. Unlike your old school pinball game, where you control the ball and try not to break the table after shaking it too many times, you control the ball. The controls actually feel very smooth. Playing on a controller feels very natural. It almost makes you feel like you are the ball. That's great. I always wanted to know what that felt like. Oh, this is great. I finally get to know what it's like to be a pinball. Now, how do I just move? Okay, I'm gonna try pushing to the left. Okay, that didn't work. I'm gonna try pushing to the right. Okay, that didn't work. Can I move? What do I do? Oh god! No! Ah! Your main objective in the game is to collect as many points as possible. But how do you get those? Well, by hitting bumpers, of course. In traditional pinball fashion, you gather points by hitting bumpers and going through hoops. The bumpers feel very responsive, and mimic that of an old school pinball table. By bumping repetitively gives you a higher combo, which gives you more points to add for your team. After you've collected enough points, you then head for the goal to turn them in for your pool. Once it opens though. Yes, the goal does not stay open all the time. This is a method that keeps players engaged in battle. If that wasn't there, then the game would just be everyone staying on their spot, gathering points without competition. Speaking of competition, you can also get points from other players. How do you ask? Well, let me demonstrate. To get points from other players, smash them into a pole. The game has a power-up system that gives everyone an advantage for PvP. You can set up shock traps, collect points from a group of bouncers all at once, or simply smash other players who collected points for you. Now, it's worth noting, these are not infinite. These do take time to charge before they can be used again. It is worth planning your moves just right, that way you get a good advantage. Especially since someone could just wait for the goal to open and have everyone flood on in and take everyone out with a smash attack and steal all your points. In general, the base game is actually really fun. It has a good selection of stages to play on. Each one is different in style and doesn't feel the same when you play them. Outside the base game, you can compete in a ranking system to see who is the best. You can complete some special challenges that grant you rewards from completing, and you can also create custom matches that fit to your liking. Also, with games like these, you can also customize your ball to match your liking. I'm more of a steampunk kind of guy, so give me a robo ball with a top hat and some welder's goggles, and I'm all set. I went through and counted each item and came up with 238 items just to go through and customize. How many possible combinations does that make? Goodness, I have no idea. I barely passed geometry. Let's just say a lot of combos can be made for just one ball. You of course can make different loadouts to easily swap your combos as well. Now the way you get these items is easy enough. You can obtain them by leveling up, by using a material to unlock them known as scrap, or by opening prizes. Now as I write this, these are not available for purchase with real world money. They are given to you as rewards from just playing the game. I have to say, the music in this game is fantastic. It feels very original and fits with the tone of the game. Graphics in this game are fantastic, even if it seems very simplistic. It's more than made up for by its originality. Overall, I see a great game here. It has the potential to be an awesome game for those who are competitive and for those who only join for a couple of sessions. It has great potential and a ton of replayability. Now when it comes down to the merits of the game, and when you bring all these different things together on all different aspects, you find that this game is actually a really, really good find. And if you actually have anybody who is interested in any kind of a game that is sort of this genre, or any kind of esports kind of efforts, I would highly recommend a go at this game. So with that, I would give it a nice solid score of a 10. And if you guys are interested on how I do my scoring, or if you would like for me to tell how I do it here in the future, look down below. You'll see exactly how I make my score, and you can leave me a comment telling me exactly what you think. But anywho, that is the finishing point of my review, and I thank you guys very much for checking on in. And if you guys have any kind of suggestions on other types of games that you would like for me to review, go ahead and hit me up. You can go ahead and leave a comment down below. Also, I'll have some of my other social media down below as well. And if you would like to check out my first review, my terrible review on a game I like called Vindictus, click this one up here. And if you would like for something that YouTube recommends to you, click on this one down here. If you would like to subscribe onto this channel, hit right here. But anyways guys, I appreciate you guys checking out this video. And if you would like, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And from there, I will see you guys later. This is Big D, signing out. Peace!